What's going on? Tonight is again, y'all. Y'all know how we do every Friday night, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Let's chat about it. Tonight's gonna be a good night. We got some good topics going on. One, we just talk about life in general. The other, talking about being a YouTube or any kind of content creator, and really the
Mhm,
pros and the cons.
mhm,
The good and the bad and
mhm,
everything. And so, yeah, what's going on, Aiden? Aiden,
mhm,
Aiden always in here. What's
mhm.
going on? What's going on, Rosie? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on?
Hello,
Yeah,
hello, guys.
yeah. We just talking about different things. Why do I have a? I don't know, Aiden. I don't know. I don't know. A shield. Oh, I don't know why you have a shield.
I had it too. I had it too. That's what I was telling you. I think that's something new.
Yeah, that's something new. I guess maintain the page for me. Yeah. What's going name? Oh, my real name is Nambus Andre. Okay, okay.
Glad
Nambus.
to have everybody in
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah, yeah. Glad to have everybody in here tonight. But listen, have y'all ever just felt like sometimes that seemed like that everything that could go wrong went wrong? Have you ever felt like that you seem to try all you can and to no avail? You
That's
know,
Murphy Law.
yeah, Murphy Law. Murphy Law. Wasn't thinking of it like that. That's
Mhm,
Murphy Law. But the
mhm,
things in life, we got to realize that life happens, and it can also affect your mental health. Also, especially when the heat is on. It seems like everybody's grabbing at you. They know your situation, but uh, and they know deep down and deep down inside that they do need help.
mhm.
I've been ripping and running for folk all week. I've been trying to handle my stuff, and some of my stuff, I got to handle. But I had to miss appointments. You know. Okay, good, 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 good. Yeah, and I was missing appointments and everything and all that, and I was uh just just mind and boggling brain tired. I guess, and just ripping and running. But I said in one of my posts today is that some words I live by. Somebody who need help, do what you can to help them. But also you have to do what you can to help you because see, if you're not good, helping somebody else is not gonna be good. You know, so I always try to make sure. You know, and I'm sorry I started out wrong, y'all. Miss Angelina's in the house tonight. Let's give her a woo
Hello, 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 everybody.
I'm gonna have to backtrack myself, Angelina. Like I
That's
told you, Angelina,
okay.
you're
That's
gonna have to help me
okay.
out tonight.
That's okay. How
I'm-
everybody doing tonight?
yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, yes. Miss Angelina in the house tonight. Miss Angelina, I know you had dealt with several things, and some things can get overwhelming. You talk about
Mhm,
nursing assistant, CNA work,
mhm,
you know,
mhm.
on how they can really take a toll on you
Yes.
and everything. Yeah, yeah, I take a toll on you and everything. So, how would you handle difficult situations, or just that you on burnout, when you almost on burnout, but yet people
Mhm.
still doing this at you, pulling at
Yes, yes. Have like I said several times, being a nursing assistant, it do take a toll on you. But my advice to anybody, and I know a lot of times when we first get in this field, we want to feel here like a hero. We don't want to say no because this field is a very demanding field, and this field you always is needed. You always are needed. So when you just get in this field, you hate to say no.
you. Yeah,
You hate to say no. You hate to turn it down. When the boss come and say, "Hey, can you stay over, to 7 tonight, or can you do a double shift?" You simply hate to turn her down. So what? You tell her, "Okay." You
yeah.
do it. So
Even when
you
you not
do it.
okay. even whenever you not okay.
Exactly, exactly. You
Yeah,
trying to please,
yeah,
please. And this here not only go in as a nursing assistant, this can go across the board. A
yeah,
lot of us are pleasers.
yeah,
We think about other people and we forget about ourselves. We have to take
yes,
time out for ourselves. We have
yeah,
to give ourselves self-care. And believe it or not, as simple as that is, that's the answer.
yeah,
And as simple as that is, sometimes it is very hard to
yeah,
do.
yeah,
We have to
yeah,
learn how to say no. We have
yeah,
to learn how to set boundaries.
yes,
We have to learn how to set out a time just for us.
yeah,
If it's just sitting down for 5 or 10 minutes, just to relax,
yeah. That's true.
that's what we have to do. We have to set boundaries, set out a schedule, say, hey, Tuesday, Tuesday morning for 3 hours, that's my time.
Yeah,
I'm not finna answer no phone. I'm not finna go run nobody to the store. I'm not finna do none of that. This is my time. And that's
yeah,
what we have to do. We have to set boundaries and make time for us in
yeah,
order to even do good for somebody else. Because
yes,
when you're uptight and you got this anxiety, you're really no good to nobody else. Guess what? Your patience short.
yeah,
You may they may say something, you may cut them right off because
yeah,
you hadn't took that time. You're tired.
yeah,
You're tired, and you're only human.
yeah,
So we
yeah,
have to learn to set boundaries and take time out for ourselves. And like I said, that seemed like something is so simple. It's
yeah,
so simple, but yet it is so hard.
yeah,
It's so hard because we
yeah.
used to what? Pouring out to other people.
And
But you
and
got to
and
put you have to
yeah,
put in yourself just as much as you put in other people.
yeah, that's true. You can't get nothing out of an empty pitcher. You know, nothing comes out
Not
of
at
it.
all.
Nothing. An empty pitcher is useless. You know, if
You're
you're
only
not
gonna
pouring,
get fragments.
that's it, fragments. And you know what? If you're not allowing other people or pouring back into yourself, you really no good to others. And sometimes you need people to pour back into you. You
That's
know,
true.
it's one thing to pouring back into yourself, but sometimes it's nothing like somebody else pouring back into you. To get
Exactly. But you know
see.
something? We can't depend on other people though,
Oh, sure, okay.
pouring
No, no,
into
no,
us.
no, 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 no,
We
no,
cannot depend
no,
on other people pouring into us because it
no,
may not never happen.
no, man, I
We're
never.
gonna have to
And you,
learn how to pick our own self up when we're down.
that's it.
And
Be careful
look for
too.
that man and pray to that man up there because a lot of time, yeah, we need somebody to pour into us. We need somebody to say an encouraging word, but sometimes that don't all the time
No,
happen.
no,
And
no,
when it
no.
don't happen, we got to learn how to be able to pick ourselves up,
Yeah, that's true.
get
That's true.
ourselves out of that mind frame.
You know, you know, are you right? Because this right here is regarding the scripture also. When when David in the Bible, King David in the Bible, whenever they came home from battle
Mhm.
from Ziklag, and they came and their family was kidnapped, their places were burned down because the enemy had came in and stole family, stole everything while they were
Mhm.
going off the wall. Then the men got upset with David, said, you allowed this to happen. I'm just paraphrasing it. You
Right.
just allowed all this to happen. And David was discouraged.
Mhm.
And the Bible said, I forgot what scripture, and the Bible said that David had to encourage himself in the Lord.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
you have to encourage yourself when there is no
Mhm.
one to encourage you. You have to feel
That's
your
right.
own. You have to feel your own. And you know what? God can do the feeling too, but I mean, because he's a refresher to those, that really need him. That's not scripture, they just coming just straight out of my mind, but I'm just
Right.
paraphrasing.
Right. Right.
God do refreshes, his
Mhm.
people whenever we ask him to,
He
because
does.
you can't operate on blank. You can't operate on E.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
some people have done it for so long, and then they can snap. They can have nervous breakdowns. I'm one of them. You know, had nervous breakdowns running on E for so long, and that light just steady, just the engine light just steady, just going off.
Yes.
That engine light,
Yes.
that engine light just going off. That engine light just, and a lot of people don't pay attention to the engine light until it's too late.
Exactly.
Until it's too
Exactly.
long, that don't mean nothing. Then it could really be detrimental. Either you're gonna spend some money one way or the other. That's in
Mhm.
in your car or in your health. You're
That's
gonna spend
right.
some money one way or the other. So life is life, but I think it's more pressure now, Angeline, than it is than ever, because due to the fact, by the way things are, how high things are, people trying to work, trying to meet demands. You have children, you're not bringing home enough. Bill collectors calling your house, worrying you to death while you at work. You already working, and
Mhm.
sometimes you may say, "Oh, what I'm working for, and I can't get caught up."
Mhm.
That's been known to happen.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
and I think,
yes.
and I think that's why there's a high turnover, because people say, you know what, I can't make ends meet.
Right.
And,
They're not loyal to their job.
no, and everybody not well enough to work two and three jobs. Everybody
Mhm.
not well enough. Some people just doing the
Mhm.
best that they can.
Mhm.
You know, and but
Is that your
you, it,
son? Is that your son?
hey boy, what's going on, Tim? How you doing, baby boy? How you doing? I got Tim in the house. Got Tim in the
Hello,
house.
hello. Hello, Tim.
Yeah. Tim, this is Miss Angeline. This is Miss Angeline. She'll be on here with me sometime. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I see you play. Is that the one that played the football?
Yeah, that's a baby boy. That's the baby boy. It is. It is.
He played the football?
Yeah, he played football. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay. I've been
yeah.
seeing little clips of you. Keep it going.
Yeah,
Keep it going.
yeah. Tim, you famous on YouTube. You famous on YouTube, Tim. Everybody ask
Mhm.
about you.
Mhm. Handsome
But
little boy.
yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
But it's just crazy though, because everybody's going through something, Angeline.
Right.
He said, well,
Yeah.
yes, man. Yeah. Everybody's going through something. Everybody's
Yeah.
facing something,
Mhm. You're
You
welcome.
welcome, Timbo. You welcome, huh? You welcome. You
Mhm.
welcome. Ev- Everybody is facing some things, Everybody's
Yeah.
going through some things, and even I face. You face stuff. I
Mhm.
face stuff. The next person beside you face stuff. Little children face stuff.
Mhm. Yep.
You know.
I don't care who you are, it's something you dealing with, you
Yes, it's
know?
something. It's something all the time that you're dealing with, and I try to tell
Mhm.
people. I try to tell people. This is the saying that I got: rolling with the punches. You got to roll with the punches.
Mhm.
Rolling with the punches and everything, and it
In
just
this world, in this
in this
life.
world, Jesus did say, you know, in this world, I need to, you know what, I'm gonna start using my mom iPad so I could be right here, not messing up scripture. But Jesus did say that in this world you will have trouble. He
Oh,
did say
yeah.
that.
Oh,
It
yeah.
came out of his
Just
mouth.
because just because you believe in him, just because you born again, you still gonna have trouble and
Yeah,
tribulation.
no,
Cause guess
yeah,
what? Guess what? He was the most perfect person that there
yeah.
was.
But
And
he
when
still
he
had
was
trouble.
and when he was down here, he had trouble, baby.
Still had trouble.
And
He
and
still had.
lots of it.
Yeah, he
And
still
lots
had
of it.
trouble.
So who am I? Who are I? Who are me?
Yeah, that's true. That's
You
true.
know, hey, if he had it, who am I?
Yeah.
Who do I think that I am that I'm not gonna go through nothing? Oh
But you
yeah.
know what though? You have some people they don't like talking about. issues of life and trouble and stuff like that. They don't like talking about it. I don't know whether they had it so bad to the point it it triggers them. It triggers them. I really don't. I really
But
don't
you
know.
but
I
you know
really.
some when I think about what I just said, that somewhat give me a peace of mind. When I think about this perfect man, this is the son of God,
Yeah.
and he came down here, he had trials, he had tribulation, people hated him, and
Yeah.
he wasn't nothing but good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Then
true.
I think about myself and I say, well, well, who am I?
Yeah. Who am I? I'm
Who
not.
am
I
I?
done. I done. He was a man. He was a man that didn't do anything. He didn't sin not one
Never
time.
good.
But
Never
look at
good.
me. But look at me, imperfect. Done things I shouldn't have done, said things
Exactly.
I shouldn't have said. So why not me? Sometimes you have to
Exactly.
say. Sometimes you have to say,
Exactly.
why not you? Why
Exactly.
not you? Sometimes that's kind of hard to say. Especially whenever the heat is on in your life.
Yeah. But
Whenever,
for me, it actually give me somewhat relief. It
yeah.
really does. Yeah. I don't say why not me? Now I don't say that. I don't know whether that phrase would give me some relief, but what give me a relief is knowing the goodness of Jesus, knowing the goodness of him, and he
Yeah,
had to go through difficult time.
yeah,
And
that's true.
then that somehow give me a somewhat peace,
Yeah,
saying, okay, well, he was perfect in every way.
yeah.
And look at me, and I think I'm not gonna have to go through no trouble. And then, that relieved me in a way. It really
Yeah,
does. It give me just a little strength, a little more strength when I
that's true.
think of it that way.
That's true.
It
That's
really does.
that's true.
Yeah.
Angeline, I'm gonna kind of like switch the conversation because I'm thinking about some stuff too.
Mhm.
I don't mean to flip flop like I do, but we talk about things in life. This Guthrie case that's going on out there in Arizona, that's the most strangest. That's the most
Yes, it
strange
is.
case. It's like to me that it was staged. That's what it was like to me. Because it's strange on how the White House got involved. What? What? It's
I
strange
thi-
on how.
I think the only reason the White House, President Trump called, and I think only because that lady was famous. She was a newscaster. I think if it had have been somebody that nobody
Oh,
didn't
me and
really
you.
know,
Nah, but it's strange though. It's real strange. Something fishy is going
it's
on.
sad. It's sad. And I feel like whoever got her, I feel like it's some kind of connection. In a way, I feel like she know him.
Yeah, she know. Yeah, I feel like she know, and I also think that blood was supposed to stage to be there for them to find it, to make them think the worst. You know, because I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you something. You can't. You know what? We have went through so much. We had got told so many lies to the point we don't hardly believe anything people say no more.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
How many times we've been hoodwinked? We've been hoodwinked how many times? A
Mm.
lot of times. So to the point
Can't
now
count.
we don't
Can't
we don't
can't count them.
yeah, we don't believe the things that people tell you no more because see, I mean, 'cause it just it's nothing to lie now. People are a lie. They'll just lie to you now.
Mhm.
I tell you
Mhm.
one, and expect for you to believe it and to get mad if you don't.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's ridiculous, and I am just curious. I think they got more clues now than what they letting the public know. because certain stuff they don't want the public to know to kind of mess up their investigation.
Yeah,
But whoever got her, I mean, they did a pretty decent job because they couldn't find nothing for the longest. For the
yeah,
longest, and they first clue was when they got that picture
yeah,
from Google. I think she had like a some kind of security camera with Google,
yeah,
but she didn't have a subscription. She didn't
yeah,
have a subscription. It was just there.
yeah,
When you have a subscription, it recorded, it keep up with it. You got a history. You can go back and look and all that. But she didn't have a prescription. So when you don't have a prescription, you can't go back. You can only look at it live. You can see what's going on right
yeah,
then. But
yeah,
after it's over with, it's over with. But what they did, they went to Google and they somehow pulled that up through they cloud. So it was just floating around in the cloud, and it took them a minute to find it because she didn't have a prescription. So
yeah,
they saying those images did really good, as far as that. And I can see why, because, for instance, for example, I'm gonna give you a question.
yeah.
Somebody know exactly who that is.
They
Somebody
do.
know exactly who that is. And I'm gonna tell you why. If that was your little boy in that mask and everything, your son
Yeah.
with all that mask, and he walk up there, would you know that's your son or not?
Yes, I would.
Thank you. I know it's mine. He can have that mask and all that, and if he walk up there and do this, I know exactly who that is.
They keep trying to pinpoint her sister and her brother-in-law. I don't know if that's the issue. With if they have it, if they done fell on hard times and about to lose everything they got, and
I
people would
think
do
that's
that.
a that I don't know whether the FBI doing that, but I know that's a rumor going around that people think that that's who it is. They
Yeah,
sis Her sister and brother. I don't know whether, quote, that's where the
like I say,
FBI
yeah,
going
because
into.
it's a whole lot of people that's giving their point of view.
Yeah, yeah. And I know for
Especially,
a fact, the FBI, anytime something happen, they are gonna investigate the people that's close to them. That's without a doubt. That's between me,
yeah,
you, whatever. They gonna look at that family first.
yeah,
So that's
true,
kind
true.
of what they call it. That's kind of what you call that when that's kind of how routine. That's kind of a
Yeah,
routine thing that they do. That's kind of automatically. They
hmm
gonna look at that family first as suspect.
everybody gonna be questioned.
Yeah,
Everybody.
yeah, yeah. So other word, they gonna investigate that person that's close to them first to clear their name or to clear them out. And once
Yeah,
they clear them, then they go look out further.
because I
So
think everybody is a suspect. You ain't been charged, but I think everybody is a suspect until you prove otherwise.
exactly.
Even if you didn't do it, but you still, because
Yeah, you're a suspect because they don't know. They don't know
yeah,
who did it at this point. So they got to
yeah,
look at everybody and comb everybody with a fine tooth comb.
yeah, yeah. They just
Because
gotta ask questions. Where were you
you
on the
just
night?
never know.
Where were you on the night of so and so? Where were you at?
Hmm.
And you gotta
Hmm.
have alibis. You
Yeah.
gotta have
Cause
alibis. Well, I
yeah,
was here.
cause people killing kids, people killing their kids, people killing their mamas, people killing their brothers. So
Yeah,
yeah, that was your mama. So what? Because
yeah.
these days and age, people don't have no conscience.
Oh no. No.
And like I was telling
So
you, this was in Mobile. Like I was telling you, the lady starved her 5-year-old boy.
I told
She
my
had a
mom about it.
5-year-old son,
Yeah,
and they found the son like on a riverbank, like in a plastic bag. But they
mm,
said once they did the autopsy and stuff, He was malnourished and dehydrated. He was 5 years old and only weighed 20 pounds. He died by
Wow.
starvation.
Wow. And you
So
say he was
she starved him to death. Yeah, he was autistic.
yeah. Some people can't handle that, Angeline. Some people can't handle. Some people can't handle having a autistic child because to them to them to them it's like a death sentence. To them,
That's why they need the ones that can't handle need to put them in a facility.
they
They got
do.
facility for them.
Yeah, they
You
do.
don't have you don't have to handle it.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Hmm.
They, they do.
But a lot
They,
of them, a lot of them want them in their home for their check.
yeah,
They
that's
don't want
true.
to take care of, but they want that check every month.
Yeah.
So they get the check and neglect the child.
But why is it that autism is at a very high though? Why it's really become more random than anything. About
The food
they
we
done
eat.
narrowed it down. They said by one out of every fifth child. And that's close, Angeline.
Oh, that's a high number. The food, the pesticide that they put on the food, the stuff that they feed the animals to get them to grow real fast. It's probably numerous of stuff.
What
The
about
reason.
do do you think that is giving people that how they treat the pregnant women like certain medication that they put them on? Or do you think that's causing that? Do you
I,
think that is
I really don't think that that's what it is. I really
because
don't.
because now they're trying to say it been said in the past, I don't know how true it is, but it has been said that when certain kids get vaccinated, have to get the vaccine, I have to get the shots. There's some on shots causing that. Everybody trying to put the blame on something, on something.
I don't
I,
believe it's the vaccine unless and they have changed the vaccine, put something different. Because people been getting vaccine for hundreds of years. You know what I mean? Unless and they have changed the formula or slipping something else in there or whatever. I actually think it's just the food, the what they feeding the animals, the stuff they spraying on the fresh vegetables, the stuff that they put in the processed food to get it to last longer and not spoil. I think it's a combination of all of that.
but do
Really,
you think?
that's
But
making
do
us unhealthy.
but do you think it's more genetic? It's more genetically.
Yeah, that definitely plays a part in it. Because the lady that I'm talking about, I don't know her. I don't know what she got, but that mug shot say she crazy. That, that mug shot that they showed, it says she don't have all her screws, or either
Yeah,
she got all her screws and a couple of them loose.
yeah.
Cause some definitely wrong with her.
You said something,
So
yeah.
oh yeah, something is definitely wrong with that lady. You can just look at her. She's not all together. She,
Wow.
she need to be in a mental hospital or some therapy or something. And who reported her? I think her family knew she was off the rackers because it
But
was
why
her
did nobody
sister.
report her to child services then?
It was her sister that called the police and said, "I think something is going on. I think something is going on with my nephew." And I think the child had been taken from her uh, uh, with children's services. I think she had some issue with them, and I guess they placed her back in the home, placed the little boy back in the home. But it was her sister called the police because she hadn't seen her nephew in a while, and
Wow.
she couldn't get up with her sister. Her sister wouldn't answer the phone. She go over her house. She wouldn't open the door, so she couldn't get up with her, and she called the police. due to her calling the police saying, I think something is going on with my nephew. I think my nephew, that means she knew something wasn't quite right. You
Mhm.
understand? I
Mhm.
wouldn't call if I can't get into contact with my sister or I wouldn't call the police and say I think something going on with my niece. I wouldn't think
Mhm.
that because I have no reason to think that. So she had a reason to think that. So I think they knew some was up with that lady.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I just done it because right now I'm in a mood for disrespect and try to be funny right now. You see that name?
Wait, you see what now?
You see that name right there, that handle right there?
Yeah.
They try to be funny. Niggert.
Yeah.
Niggert. Listen what I'm saying. Niggert.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
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 That's
Yeah.
okay. That's
Yeah.
okay.
I
Uh-huh.
got him out. I got him out of there though. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, it's just I don't know. It's just it's just a lot. It's just a lot going on, you know, and you know what? Ain't nothing we can do about it because it's just a part of life. You know, we just hate to see things happen. I hate to hear certain news because that's why I don't watch a lot of news and I try to
Mhm.
steer away from a lot of negativity as much as I can because it's everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's
It is.
everywhere. And so, you know, you're gonna run into something, you know, you're gonna
Mhm.
see something. It's like that. I seen an accident today. I don't know if the lady she had a heart attack or what, but she ran off down the ravine. You know, like to me they had it. She was okay. You know, they was talking to her.
Mhm.
You know, she was on the ground and they was talking to her and everything. But I don't know. She probably. But also people on their cell phones too. Cause you know what? I was going to hand my aunt her clothes down in the NHC on all those red lights. People doing this right here at the red light.
On their phone.
And you know, in the state of South Carolina, you know, you get caught with it in your hand. This is a hands free. They're gonna charge you.
Same here. Same here. You can't have your phone in your hand while driving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta have it posted up somewhere. You be
Mhm.
fine.
Mhm.
You know, but in your hand, that's not cool. I've
Mhm.
done it before. I've
Oh,
done it
I have
before.
too. I think everybody who own a cell phone have done it before.
Yeah.
It's no question asked. You
But now
know.
but now they making these new cars now that'll sync with your cell phone. It's just like my car. My car can sync with my cell phone. You know.
Well, yeah, mine's too. So yeah.
Yeah, it can sync with it. So anybody
Mhm.
call, you know, you hit that button, you can talk while you're driving, you know.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, but people still do this here because they looking visual, not just talking. They looking visual most of the
yeah,
time. They looking at video, looking at the TikTok, they texting, stuff like that. Because
one thing
most
about it,
cars can be able to, like you said, link to your
but,
phone so you're able to talk.
but one thing about it, you hit somebody, they gonna ask you the question first. Have you been on your cell phone? You better not lie. You better say, well, yes. Go ahead and get charged because
They're not
they
gonna
gonna
say yes. They're not
they
gonna say it.
yeah, but they gonna ping that tower. They gonna ping that tower. You know they can ping that tower,
But
and
a
they can
lot
know
of
you
them,
on your phone.
yeah, that's true, but a lot of them don't even go through all that to do it. They just see, especially if they is especially is it just blatant and evidence that they in the wrong. They not gonna even go that far to even check your because if you in the wrong, you in the wrong. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So they don't even go that far to really check it unless it's just a certain situation.
yeah,
Cause you hit me in the back because you doing this here. I mean, you in the wrong. They're not gonna check your phone.
yeah.
You know, they
That's
not. But a lot of times that is the reason for the accident because you was on your phone.
That's true. But listen,
Yeah.
I don't want to get my page taken down. I'm gonna ask you this kind of question right here. Because you gotta be
Hmm.
careful because man, anything that you say about you know who, you know, they'll shoot take your page down, you know. But do you think this thing dealing with Nancy Gunther mom? Do you think this thing is trying to trying to get people focused off what's going on with the Epstein file? Because the heat is
I
on.
don't. I don't. I really think she's missing. I really think somebody took her. I really do think that. Um, at one point, when they start sending these letters, these ransom letters, at one point I was thinking that's somebody in the media that saw this here just trying to get some money. That they ain't the one that really have her. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe that lady was dead somewhere. Had this been deceased. Whoever took her killed her for
Wow.
whatever reason. And you know how the media is, how some crazy people see this and ooh, I can get some money. So that's what I was thinking at first for that first letter, because they was trying to check the authenticity of the letter to see is it really real. So the first one they said wasn't even real, it was just some person that heard that she was missing was trying to
They
get
locked
some
him
money.
up. They locked him up though. He's looking at some time in prison.
So after they did that, and then now they saying these letters are really, the other ones are they feel like it's real. So maybe she is still alive, but I don't think
Well,
that have anything.
give
I don't
them what
think
they
that
asked.
have anything to do with the Epson case.
Give
I really don't. But
give them what they asked for.
I do think that Michelle and Obama thing may have something to do to kind
Oh
of
yeah, I know that dude. I
to
know
kind
that
of
dude.
shift your mind
Yeah,
off,
yeah.
because your president is all in it and just as guilty as he can be. But is he gonna get charged? I doubt it. I
No,
doubt it. I
nah,
doubt it.
nah,
I doubt it.
nah.
I doubt it. In a way, I just feel like it's sad, but I just feel like it's a waste of time. That is nothing gonna be doing about it. I mean, it is nothing gonna be doing about it. Just
Well, you
pain,
heard. Well, you heard what
huh?
that Pamela Bond, the district attorney said that not district attorney that the White House got every White House had like a
Spokesperson.
attorney. Yeah, she said that if they was to convict everybody in that case, that really it'll cause a major collapse economically. It just shows you how many powerful people are involved. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not saying anymore. I'm gonna get off this right here because
Exactly. That's why nothing gonna be done.
yeah,
Nothing gonna be done.
yeah. But there's a damn reckoning though. I tell them, you may think you got away down here, but on the other side,
Oh
it
yeah.
ain't gonna be
Oh
so
yeah. They
good.
gonna pay. They gonna pay. They gonna pay the hard and long way.
Yeah, the eternal way.
Exactly.
And that's more than a lifelong sentence. Cause you know what?
Exactly.
After you die once, you ain't gonna die no more. Trust me, whatever punishment, you're gonna feel that forever.
Exactly.
And forever,
Exactly.
and forever is more than a long time.
Hmm.
That's eternity.
Because right now the rich is running this. The rich and powerful is running this country,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and I don't have no faith in none of
I
them.
don't either. I don't either.
They
I don't
do
either.
what they can do whatever they want and they will get away with it. That's just how it is. That's just how this administration is. So I
Yeah.
mean, that's why I try not to worry about it, because right here, this who I look up to. This
Yeah.
is who I look for my help.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm powerless,
Yeah.
you know.
That's true.
So yeah. So I just pray, and he been watching over me. He been making a way out of no way. He been making a way when I can't see how I'm gonna make it.
That's
and
true.
I make it anyway.
That's true. Me too. I was thinking about that
So
today. I said, man, I said, I sure came a long way. Don't even know how I came. Don't even know how I came
exactly,
this far, And I just thinking it's just
exactly,
God. It's just God. That's all.
exactly.
But
When
getting
you
on the
make
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead and finish.
when,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
when you make a way out of no way and you look back, anytime you can look back on a situation or look back on something and you don't know how you did it, and you look at the circumstances and the circumstances say ain't no way you could have went from this to that, nobody but God.
Nobody
Can't
but
be
God.
nobody but God.
That's true. That's
He
true.
would make a way out of no way.
Amen. I agree, Miss Angeline. I
Yes.
agree. I agree. But getting on the content
Hmm.
creation is it can be rough. It takes you have to have a love, even when nobody's looking, nobody's watching, you're not getting many views. You still have a love just to keep on going. But you know what, Angeline? We came a long way though.
Yes, we have.
We
We
came
have.
along. When you told me that you had 900 some hours or watch hours and you got 2,000 something more,
I was
I know you sound you sound kind of frustrated, but Angeline, there's 900 some watch hours that you never had before.
that's true.
You
That's
gaining some
true.
traction. You gaining some traction now. You will.
It seems so far away, Lord.
Yeah, you gaining some traction though. You know what? You'll feel better once we get fully monetized. We feel better because then we'll know that while you sleep, you still making money
Yeah.
while you sleep because somebody's gonna watch your videos.
Hmm.
You you're gonna have a lot of it's the commercial parts, the one that gets you your
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Everybody watch that. They watch your videos and everything
Hmm.
and all that, and so. But that also, Angeline, I also, I'm gonna tell you something. People have gotten famous and got on commercials due to YouTube because
Yeah. Yeah.
companies watch them and
Hmm.
like how they do because there are several content creators now that are doing commercials.
Hmm.
And don't you know on some of the commercials by every time the commercial come on TV, there's money in the bank.
Hmm.
Money in the bank.
Yep. And that's how a lot of them get to be like millionaires, rich
Yes.
because of the collaboration they get. Different
Yes.
companies reach out to them, and so that's extra income for them. So a lot of
It
them
is.
do that. But as we was talking the other day on a private notice, we was saying, at least I was saying, that it seemed like all the channels that was kind of messy look like they get
Yeah, brother.
monetized faster
Yeah.
because they about the mess, they about the drama, and people like drama and stuff like that. So they monetization get monetized really fast
Yeah.
because, like I was telling you, this girl that I know, I think she maybe a little over 2,000, and she monetized, and she have not been on YouTube a year, not even a year yet. But her channel is drama filled, okay?
Yeah. Hmm.
So, but on the same token, what I have noticed is channels like that, even though they get monetized faster, they never get into the big bucks.
Yeah.
They never get to the big bucks, like the more positive, the more structured,
Yeah.
the more intellectual channel,
Yeah.
because the companies don't reach out to those kind of channels for their product because they don't want their product or whatever to be kind of socialized with that kind of subject matter. They reach
Mhm,
out to somebody that's actually teaching something, or more of an intellectual channel.
mhm,
I have noticed that. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
But I guess the bottom line is a lot of time fast money, what they say, is not necessarily good money.
It don't last
And
long.
it don't last long, and their
Yeah,
channel don't be for the duration,
yeah.
because what they're doing is actually talking about stuff that going on now. You know what I mean? And whereas, for instance, you're geared towards mental health, okay?
Mhm, mhm,
So you put out something about mental health. That particular video, or that particular short, or whatever about that mental health, is still gonna be true today as it is 5 years from now.
mhm, mhm,
So that video or whatever gonna be relevant 10 years and 10 years from now. You can still make money off of it now, and you can make money off of it later. Whereas the drama field channels is really talking about mess or whatever what's going on right now.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like a more passive income. That video, what they saying or talking about somebody, uh, 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 a month from now, it, that gonna be old news.
Yeah.
That's old news. But once
Mhm,
you put out something that's of value, people gonna be looking up for that 5 years from now.
mhm,
You know what I mean? If you
mhm,
put out something like how to manage your stress, or how to manage your mental illness, that's true right now. It's gonna be true next year, true the next year, and the next year. So that's a video that will constant be looked at.
mhm,
So I think that's why a lot of the drama field YouTuber don't have that longevity, you
mhm,
know, because they
mhm,
just constantly got to be on it, on it. And that can get tiresome,
mhm.
you know.
That's true.
So yeah,
That's true.
but it's hard.
Yes, it is hard. It's hard, and sometimes you don't wanna just it's just like tonight, I didn't wanna go online. I almost canceled out on you. I said, "No." I said, "For one thing about it, I said the same encouragement words I give to her to keep pushing, I have to keep pushing the same
Yep,
thing."
yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep, yep.
yeah. So, not only you, I encourage all the ones who
Mm-hmm.
it's like me and Coach Stone,
Mm-hmm.
I encourage him, just to keep pushing. I encourage any content
Mm-hmm.
creator,
Mm-hmm.
to push and
Mm-hmm.
everything, because, you know, uh, they're just my character. That's
Mm-hmm.
just me. I like to encourage and try to empower people,
Yeah.
to keep going. Angeline, I will say, this is the longest thing that I kept doing and not giving up on, is being a content creator.
Mhm.
And I basically done this right here to I focus the energy on what I went through last year.
Mhm.
That's what I started going
Right.
more and more into content creation, because I put all that energy and all that stress to what I was facing under what I went through last year. And I wasn't the only one that was going through some things. My kids went through it too. And the situation dealing with the mom and all that. So
Mhm.
you know, uh, I just put all that in here. But wow, I look back, I almost got 5,000. I'm at 45. I'm at 4,500 now. 45 and some change.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That is
45. Yeah.
great.
No, not 45.
Congratulations.
Not 45. Not 45. Not 45. Don't get me the line. 35. But still
That
though.
is great. That's still
Still.
good. That's something to
Yeah.
be celebrated, you
Yeah, it
know?
is.
That's something to be,
It is.
yes. That's a
It
that's
is.
a good That's a very good accomplishment. I remember
And
we
I'm
both were
looking,
trying to get 2,000.
yeah. Ooh. And I'm looking at, Lord have mercy. My battery about dead. Oh Lord. Yeah. But Angeline, my battery's about dead. You know, I'm on get off here. I thought I had it plugged up.
That's
Crazy
okay.
me.
We
Crazy
had a
me.
good talk. It's just about an hour. We just about 10 minutes
Yeah.
uh from an hour. So we had a good talk tonight.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. We did. We
Mhm.
did. We did. But yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, Angelina. It's been a privilege always, you know.
Mhm.
What in the Michael Jackson going on here? I don't know, man. Ask your mama, Angela, or ask your daddy. Angela, I'm finna get off here, but y'all have a good one. Let's chat about it, y'all. You know, we just float along tonight, but next week
Mhm.
be here again. Y'all have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good weekend. Bye-bye.
Y'all too, Angela. All right.